So the topic is marginal costing in managerial decision making. So the contents are introduction to marginal costing, advantages of marginal costing, limitations of marginal costing, application of marginal costing in managerial decision making, comparison of marginal costing and absorption costing. So introduction. Introduction to marginal costing. Marginal costing is a cost accounting method that involves segregating fixed and variable costs. It also known as direct costing or variable costing. This technique is useful in managerial decision making because it helps managers understand how much profit they can make from each unit of product they sold. In marginal costing, only the variable costs are taken into consideration while calculating the cost of production. Fixed costs are not included in the calculation of cost of production. This is because fixed costs remain constant regardless of level of production. By separation fixed and variable costs, managers can make better decisions regarding pricing, product mix, and other strategy decisions. So then advantages of marginal costing. Advantages of marginal costing include one of the it helps managers make better decisions regarding pricing. By understanding the variable costs associated with each unit of product sold, managers can set prices that are competitive while still generating a profit. Another advantage of marginal costing is that it helps managers make better decisions regarding product mix. By understanding the contribution margin of cost product, managers can focus on producing products that generate the most profit for the company. And here we go with limitations. Limitations of marginal costing are it is that it does not take into account the impact of fixed costs on the overall profitability of the company. This can lead to incorrect decision making if managers do not consider the impact of fixed costs on the profitability of the company. Another limitation of marginal costing is that it assumes that all units of products are sold. This may not be the case in reality, as same products may not sell at all or may sell at lower price. This can lead to incorrect decision making if managers do not consider the possibility of unsold inventories. And applications of marginal costing. Application of marginal costing in managerial decision making. Managerial costing can be used in variety of managerial decision making scenarios. For example, managers can use marginal costing to determine the break-even point for the product. The break-even point is a point at which the total revenue generated by a product is equal to the total cost of producing the product. Managers can also use marginal costing to determine the impact of changes in sales volumes of the profitability of the company. By understanding the contribution margin of each product, managers can make informed decisions about increasing or decreasing production levels. So, comparison of marginal costing and absorption costing. As absorption costing is another cost accounting method that it takes into account both fixed and variable costs. When calculating the cost of production, unlike marginal costing, absorption costing assigns a portion of fixed cost to each unit of product produced, while absorption costing provides a more accurate picture of the cost of production. It can lead to incorrect decision making if managers do not consider the impact of fixed costs on the profitability of the company. Marginal costing, on the other hand, provides a simpler method for calculating the cost of production and can help managers make better decisions regarding pricing and product mix. Finally, conclusion. So, in conclusion, marginal costing is a valuable tool for managers in making informed decisions regarding pricing, product mix, and other strategic decisions. While it has its limitation, it provides a simpler method for calculating the cost of production and can help managers make better decisions by understanding the benefits and limitations of marginal costing. Managers can use this technique to the following image summarizes. The image says characteristics of marginal costing, that is, classification into fixed costs and variable costs. Other characteristic is valuation of stock, and the other characteristic of marginal costing is profitability. Next, determination of price. So, this is small information about marginal costing. Thank you.